Welcome back, Sprinkles. So the price chart doesn't care about utility. It only cares about what people want to buy. Nobody used Bitcoin or Dogecoin for anything, and they still went up 100x. And if you know crypto, you know 100x is a joke. That's just the start. Bitcoin went up millions of x. Dogecoin from the bottom of 2015 is up 1000x. Absolutely nuts. Many other crypto have pumped as well. Chainlink 400x from the ICO. Hex 10,000x from the low, 1000x from day one Uniswap listing. The list goes on and on, okay? So I've got a message here. You got to find crypto communities that are small and that you think that can grow big. I know it's hard. We know it's hard, okay? There is no challenge too big for us. We can win. There are so many use cases coming to crypto and people want to come into crypto. But, you know, you've heard a lot from my Metcalfe's law. You know, the price goes parabolic based on the number of users. You square it, right? But the magic isn't Metcalfe's law, man. It's a cute way to describe why we see the big parabolas we do and the big crashes, okay? The magic is you having the balls or the steel ovaries and to stand on the bridge and say, I'm wearing my mittens and my woolly socks and I'm not taking them off for anybody. I am not taking them off until the goal is reached. We're going to reach the top of the mountain. We're going to go into the hut, have a little cup of hot chocolate, sit down in front of a wood fire and have a nap. Okay? That's the conviction you need in this game, because you're not going to make it looking at all these other thousands of coins coming in, talking about utility. Oh, sir, would you like some utility with your coin, sir? You can do something with this coin. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but nobody fucking cares about utility. No one. And in fact, utility, it's actually pretty bearish. You know why? In most cases, what does utility mean? It means to spend the coin, right? You spend the coin means dumping it. You dump it for a service, okay? That's why store of value is the most lucrative thing. That's why gold has a 10 trillion market cap and nothing else does. Apple has 2.2 trillion. It's fake Ponzi infinite printing pump. Even then, man, how about that for utility? How much utility do you have for gold? Nothing, right? You sleep with it under your pillow, it's shiny. How much utility do you have for your phone? You're probably listening to me on your phone. That's a lot of utility, man. What's worth more? Gold or Apple? Okay? Apple doesn't even hold a flame to it, right? Gold is worth more. However, you know, gold was started thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, and you don't have access to a mine. But Apple, you got a chance to at least get something growing. Okay, that's what you have to still keep in mind. So even though, yes, utility isn't the be all and end all, we can still get in on the ground early on to some stuff, all right? So let's go through. Look at these cool applications, man. You're going to need the conviction to hold. I have the conviction. That's why you're listening to me. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. Okay, so check these out, man. So not all of these cryptos, these token use cases, they're not going to have good high value reward opportunity. That's not the point. The point is for you to go, okay, we're still early. Yes. You know, the equivalent example I want to use is, all right, look, people will get in and get excited. Okay, so just imagine, you know, Henry Ford builds the car. It's the Ford, you know, and now it's 10 years in. And like, wow, we've got power steering in the car. You know, and then someone says, wow, do you think one day we can put an air conditioner? Little did you know, little Timmy, the air conditioner would only be the start of the thousands of features we can do with cars later on, right? That's what's coming in the future. So I need you to get in that mindset. We're still early to crypto. So, okay, better user experiences will get made. And this is going to come with applications. But don't think, oh, there's going to be new stuff. We got to buy more. No, it doesn't mean we buy more. It just means more people will come and more people will see stuff. All right. We need more people to be able to click into crypto, get an easy to use Web3 wallet, snoop around, sniff around, and go, "Ooh, I like this community. Ooh, ooh, ooh." You know, that's what we need to do. And the best crypto communities are going to market to them. So are you holding communities that will do that? Okay. I like Chainlink. I like Hex. I like Poor Pleb. You got to think about it, man. Are they going to market to them? Is the community doing that? Is Cardano doing that? Is Doge doing that? Is XRP doing that? Are the Polkadot community doing that? What about Kusama? Okay. What about Craptos? You have to think about this. Like Tron, are they doing that? Okay. It's one thing to say, oh, we're going to go 100x, but do you actively see troops recruiting, going on TikTok, going on whatever's the popular trend to recruit more people? You got to think about that, man. Let's look at these new applications, man. These are not even new, sorry. These are just like, they exist, you know? You got community DAOs, you know? Absolute trash token use cases. But people are going to get excited, man, right? You got NFTs. Woo! JPEGs. You got currencies. Basically, everything's a currency when you have Uniswap, right? Subscriptions. How cool is that? Art, music, videos, OnlyFans, right? I'd make OnlyFriends. How about that? Income. Managed disbursements, including UBI. Now, this is a bit commie if you ask me, but managing income, wouldn't that be cool? You're paying everyone internationally. Doesn't have to go through all these banks. We already do that, you know? You can hire a video editor, and then you hire someone to, help you write stuff. You hire admin mods to make stickers and, manage your Telegram, for example. You just pay them in, crypto. It's awesome, man, right? We have stats. So this is CBDC. This is more communist, totalitarian stuff, but the government needs it. You can actually measure proper CPI. So this is why it's amazing, man. The government, when they see this crypto, you think they're not frothing at the mouth? I would be, if I was an evil dictator and I wanted to squash you all, I'd be frothing at the mouth. I'm like, oh my God, you can give me data. You can let me see exactly what everyone's doing. If CPI is getting too hot in the fruit sector, right, or lumber, I can literally just make an expiry coupon and go, hey, you can only spend a certain portion of your stimulus money on these items, right? And you can get the CPI down, I know a lot of you people love eating bananas. So do I. What if everyone's eating too many bananas? They can literally put it in the CBDC and go, hey, you got to limit your banana spending, right? They can literally do that, control the CPI, keep it down. It lets them print more, lets them scam more. But you got to understand how the system's made. Me and you will never get to the top. We're never going to get the freshly printed fiat currency. We're never going to get that. We have to accept that. Only the government and their cronies and the insider central banks and Rothschilds and all them, all those hocus pocus people doing the weird orgies and stuff with the furries, they're going to get the money first. But it's going to do loops around the world. Whee! The fiat's going to do loops. And you know what? Someone's going to get bored and it's going to land in Bitcoin, Ethereum. Okay, you just got to have faith that happens. It happens in US stock market. It's going to happen to us. It's been happening already, right? So, what's next? You have contests here, man. Look at this. Contests. I mean, you can't do much with tokens, but yeah, wow, contests. Fundraising, auctions, escrow, control, voting. See all these weird stuff, these parts of society that, maybe you don't participate in many of these because, it's fringe cases here and there. But if you add them all up, man, we need all of this. It all gets enhanced in crypto, all of it. People are going to make applications. They're going to help the government to onboard, get more people in, because that's what we want. We want people using their Web3 wallet. Come into the system, man. Right? Come into the system. That's exactly what we want. Okay? So, unfortunately, even with all these great crypto use cases, we are still tied to the hip with the stock market. Here is Bitcoin and the stats with the stock market, and yes, we are mega tied to the stock market. It's sad, but what can we do, man? So, and a lot of people, they hate this chart. They really do, right? A lot of people hate this chart because it shows, man, Bitcoin, we are just, it's just the stock market, right? And I've actually made videos showing that, the stock market itself isn't really the stock market. The stock market is just a function of the M2 money supply chart, okay? But this is the best part, friends. They print on average 5% per year. In 2022, it was the first time in like however many years, 100 years, they dropped minus 1% liquidity, but that's because they did 24% the year before. Okay, so the average is still high. Okay, it's just a matter of time before they've got to print, a couple of percent again, and then the doors are so small, we're gonna pop. All right. So this is the best part. I've been saying this since the start, and no one believes me, and no one really cares, right? Because when you see red candles, you go loopy. When governments save stocks, they also save Bitcoin and crypto. This is the most important part of all. This is why what Satoshi actually made is one of the greatest inventions ever. Somehow, by the miracle of God himself, okay, Bitcoin. So you would think Bitcoin's tied to the stock market is a bad thing. And I'm saying, no, this is the greatest thing ever. The government has to save the stock market, right? It has to save it. It's a Ponzi. It will implode. They have to print to save it. The baby boomers did not produce enough children to replace them. When the baby boomers started, I think 100 years ago or something, the stat is there were 9 people working to retire 2 people, right? Now, there is only like 2 people working to retire 5 or 6. It's ridiculous. It's literally inverse, okay? And this problem's going to be happening. And the government can't let all of us literally we're going to be in slippers, we're going to have our dentures out, we're going to have our checkered pajamas, we're literally going to be old grey hair, abusing them. Where's my pension? Where's my pension, right? That's actually coming very soon. So the government can't let this system implode. They have to print money, they have to print currency and find a way to keep the number going up. Because as they keep that number going up for the stock market, people are allowed to retire, they funnel money back into the bonds, right? And, that's the important part, right? So this is why they need CBDCs really fast. Like, they need it within the next couple of years. I won't be surprised if it comes out the end of 2023, literally this year. They need this thing fast. They know the Ponzi system, it's got 10 years plus. They have to trick and psyops the population and get this CBDC thing on track. The government has to get everyone using it because it's the only way to get everyone using this timed expiry BS where they can control the CPI and the spending. And when they do that, they can ensure that whenever there's a hiccup, like, oh no, we need a whole wing print, whenever they can print it back, that it doesn't overly shoot the CPI. The last thing the government wants is too many dirty retailers and the people, us, the beautiful people, right? We are cockroaches to them. The last thing they want is too many people talking about what money printing actually is, all right? We can't have a mass psychosis of the population throwing away paper currency because we will literally see the end of our first world civilization overnight if people actually knew what happens, okay? So that's why these things moving together is really important. When they save the stock market, they save crypto itself. We've literally got them by the balls. Until next time, friends.